The text message arrives at 6:47 a.m. on a Monday. Not a call. A text. From my mother-in-law, Patricia. Gerald passed away last night. Funeral arrangements to follow. Family only. I stare at the words, reading them 3 times before the meaning settles. My father-in-law is dead, and I've been notified via text message, with a clear instruction, family only. I am married to her son. I have been for 9 years. My hand shakes as I forward the message to David, my husband, who left for a business trip to Chicago yesterday afternoon. He calls immediately. Rachel, I'm so sorry. I just saw Mom's message. Family only, I repeat. What does that mean? A pause. Too long. It means, look, Mom's grieving. She's not thinking clearly. I'm flying back today. We'll figure this out. Your father died, David. And your mother just told me I'm not welcome at his funeral. She didn't say that exactly. Family only. That's exactly what she said. Another pause. Let me talk to her. I'll call you back. He doesn't call back for 6 hours. When he finally does, his voice carries that careful tone he uses when delivering bad news he doesn't want to take responsibility for. Mom wants to keep it small. Just blood relatives. Dad would have wanted it quiet and dignified. You understand. No, I don't understand. I've been part of this family for 9 years. Rachel, please. Don't make this harder than it already is. My father just died. And I'm your wife. I know. And I love you. But Mom's in charge of the arrangements, and she's very clear about who she wants there. The hurt crystallizes into something sharper. You're choosing her. I'm not choosing anyone. I'm respecting my grieving mother's wishes during an impossible time. When's the funeral? Thursday. 2 p.m. St. Michael's Cathedral. I'll be there. Rachel. I'll be there, David. I'm your wife. I have every right to attend my father-in-law's funeral. Please don't do this. Don't do what? Show up for my husband? Support you during a loss. His voice hardens. Don't make a scene. That's what I'm asking. Mom's been very clear. If you show up, it will cause problems. Then there will be problems. I hang up before he can argue further. For the next 3 days, I receive nothing. No call from David. No updated information about the service. No acknowledgement that I exist. His sister, Caroline, blocks me on social media. His brother, James, doesn't respond to my condolence text. They are closing ranks, erasing me, making it clear that despite the marriage certificate, despite 9 years of family dinners and holidays and birthdays, I am not one of them. Wednesday night, I sit alone in our bedroom, trying to decide what to wear to a funeral I've been explicitly uninvited from. My phone rings. Unknown number. Hello. Is this Rachel Montgomery? A woman's voice, young, uncertain. Yes. Who's this? My name is Sophia Reeves. I need to talk to you about Gerald Montgomery. My father-in-law's name in a stranger's mouth. What about him? He was my father. The words hang in the air, impossible and yet somehow inevitable. Excuse me. Gerald Montgomery was my biological father. I have proof. DNA test, birth certificate with his name, letters. She speaks quickly, nervously. I know this is terrible timing. I saw his obituary online. I wasn't going to reach out, but they didn't list me. In the obituary, they listed his children, David, Caroline, James. But not me. Like I don't exist. I sink onto the bed. How old are you? 26. My mother had an affair with him when she worked as his secretary. It lasted 3 years. She got pregnant. They paid her to keep quiet and disappear. Does anyone in the family know? His wife knew. Patricia. She found out when I was 2. That's why my mother left town. Patricia gave her money to go away and never contact them again. My mind races through years of family dynamics, Patricia's cold control, Gerald's careful distance from conflict. The perfectly maintained image of a respectable family. Why are you telling me this? Because I've been following the family online. I know you're David's wife. I know they excluded you from the funeral. And I thought... She pauses. I thought maybe we could help each other. Help each other how? I want to go to my father's funeral. I never got to meet him. I wrote him letters for years. He never responded. This is my last chance to. I don't know. Say goodbye, I guess. Be acknowledged. Something. They'll never let you in. Not alone. But if I'm with you, his daughter-in-law, it's harder to make a scene. We're both family, technically. We both have a right to be there. The audacity of it takes my breath away. Show up to the funeral I've been banned from, bringing the secret illegitimate daughter Patricia has paid to keep hidden for 26 years. It would be devastating. Nuclear. Unforgivable. When can we meet? I ask. Sophia arrives at a coffee shop near my house Thursday morning, 3 hours before the funeral. She's younger than I expected, with Gerald's distinctive nose and David's eyes. The resemblance is undeniable once you know to look for it. She carries a folder. Everything's in here. Birth certificate listing Gerald Montgomery as father. DNA results, I had it tested after my mother died last year. She saved his letters. He knew about me. He just chose not to acknowledge me. I flip through the documents. They're legitimate. Thorough. Prepared for exactly this kind of reveal. Your mother kept all this? She wanted me to have proof. In case I ever needed it. Sophia's hands wrap around her coffee cup. She loved him. Even after everything. She said he was trapped in a marriage he couldn't leave, that Patricia controlled everything. But that's not an excuse for pretending I don't exist. No, it's not. I'm not trying to destroy the family. I just want to be seen. Once. At his funeral. Is that so terrible? I study her, this young woman who grew up without a father, because my mother-in-law decided she was an inconvenient truth to be buried. Who shares DNA with my husband, making her David's half-sister whether he acknowledges it or not. We should go, I say. We don't want to be late. St. Michael's Cathedral is exactly the kind of place Patricia would choose. Historic, prestigious, expensive. The parking lot is filled with luxury cars when we arrive. Sophia stares at the building, her face pale. I don't know if I can do this. You can. We both can. We walked to the entrance together. A funeral director greets us politely, handing us programs. Inside, the cathedral is filled with flowers and hushed voices. Patricia sits in the front row, draped in elegant black. David beside her, then Caroline, then James. The perfect grieving family. They haven't seen us yet. We slip into a pew near the back. The service begins. A priest speaks about Gerald's dedication to family, his business success, his pillar of the community status. Everything is carefully curated. Nothing true. During the eulogy, David stands to speak. He talks about his father's integrity, his guidance, his love. He talks about family values and legacy. His voice cracks with genuine emotion. I feel Sophia tense beside me. When David finishes and returns to his seat, the priest asks if anyone else would like to share memories. Silence. Patricia's careful orchestration holding. Sophia stands. The movement draws attention. Heads turn. Patricia's face appears over the pew, her eyes finding me first, then Sophia. I watch the recognition hit, not of who Sophia is, but that something is wrong. Sophia's voice shakes but carries. My name is Sophia Reeves. Gerald Montgomery was my father. The silence that follows is absolute. Suffocating. He had an affair with my mother 26 years ago. I was born from that relationship. I have DNA proof, documentation, and letters. I've known who my father was my entire life. He knew about me too. But I was kept secret. Paid to stay away. Erased from his life and his obituary and his family. Patricia stands. This is inappropriate. You need to leave. I'm his daughter. I have as much right to be here as anyone. You are nothing. A mistake from a regretful affair. Gerald would be mortified. Gerald knew about me. Sophia interrupts. Her voice is steady now and stronger. He sent money every month until I turned 18. He wrote letters to my mother. He knew exactly who I was. He just chose not to claim me. David stares at Sophia, at me, his face cycling through shock and confusion and dawning recognition of the resemblance he can't deny. Caroline hisses something to James. He's already pulling out his phone, likely calling security. The priest attempts to regain control. Perhaps we should take a moment. I don't need a moment, Sophia says. I just needed to be here. To be acknowledged. Once. That's all. She sits back down. I take her hand, squeezing it. Around us, the congregation erupts in whispers. Patricia's face is white with rage. She turns to David. Get them out. Now. David stands slowly. Walks down the aisle toward us. His expression is unreadable. Rachel. My name, flat and cold. David. You need to leave. No. You're causing a scene at my father's funeral. Your mother caused the scene when she excluded me and paid to hide your sister. She's not my sister. Look at her. Really look at her. She is Dad's nose. Your eyes. Caroline's chin. You know she's telling the truth. He does look. I see the moment recognition solidifies. The moment denial becomes impossible. That doesn't matter right now. This is not the time or place. When is the time? After you bury him? After we all pretend she doesn't exist? Like your mother pretended for 26 years. Rachel, please. I'm staying. We're both staying. If you want us gone, have us physically removed. Let everyone see you throw out your wife and your sister. David's joy tightens. He looks back at Patricia, who's watching this exchange with fury etched into every line of her face. Then he looks at Sophia, really seeing her for the first time. After the service, he finally says, "We talk after the service." Fine. He returns to the front pew. The priest, clearly desperate to regain control, continues the service. But the damage is done. The perfect Montgomery family facade has cracked open, revealing the rot underneath. During the final prayer, I watch Patricia. She doesn't bow her head, just stares straight ahead, rigid and unyielding. A woman who built her life on control and appearances, watching both crumble in real time. The service ends. People file out, whispering, staring. Some approach Sophia with kindness. Others avoid looking at us entirely. Patricia disappears immediately, surrounded by her children. In the parking lot, David finds us. Caroline and James flank him, a united front. "You humiliated us," Caroline spits. "At our father's funeral." "Your father humiliated himself," I replied. "By having an affair and abandoning his daughter." "Alleged daughter," James interjects. "We have no proof." "I have proof," Sophia says quietly. She pulls out her phone, opens a folder, shows them the DNA results. 99.9% probability. Gerald Montgomery was my biological father. James goes pale. Caroline looks away. David just stares at the screen. "Mom paid your mother to disappear," David finally says. "Why come back now?" "Because my mother died. Because I'm tired of being a secret. Because I saw his obituary and realized he died without ever acknowledging me, and I couldn't. I couldn't let that be the end of the story. So you crashed his funeral." "I attended my father's funeral." "There's a difference." Caroline's voice drips with venom. "You're not family. You're the product of his worst mistake." "Then what does that make you?" I ask. "The product of a marriage built on lies? A family that pays to hide its problems instead of facing them? Don't you dare. Your mother excluded me from this funeral because she knew I'd question things. She knew I wouldn't just fall in line. And she was right." I step closer to David. "I came here to support my husband. I brought Sophia because she deserves to grieve too. If that makes me the villain in your family story, fine. But I'm not the one who's been lying for 26 years. David's face is a mask I can't read. "We need to go to the cemetery. For the burial." "Are we invited to that too? Or is it still family only?" His eyes meet mine. Something shifts in them, resignation, maybe. Or the beginning of understanding. "Come if you want," he says quietly. "Both of you." At the cemetery, Patricia refuses to acknowledge either of us. She stands at the graveside, composed and dignified, as if Sophia's revelation never happened. The performance continues even as the foundation crumbles. After the burial, people disperse quickly. No reception. No gathering. The Montgomery family's dirty laundry has been aired, and no one wants to linger in the fallout. David approaches as I'm walking to my car. Sophia has already left, overwhelmed and exhausted. "That was cruel," he says. "What was cruel? Showing up to support you? Or revealing a truth your family's been hiding?" "Both. Either." "I don't know, Rachel. My father just died, and you turned his funeral into a circus. Your mother turned it into a circus when she excluded me. I just brought the truth along for the ride." "Truth." He laughs bitterly. "You ambushed us with a stranger claiming to be my sister. She is your sister. You saw the DNA results. I saw documents from someone I don't know with motivations I can't verify." "The motivation was grief, David. She wanted to say goodbye to her father. That's not sinister. She wanted attention. And you helped her get it. I unlocked my car door. I helped her be seen. There's a difference." "Where did you even find her?" "She found me. Called me 2 days ago. Because she'd been following the family online and saw that I'd been excluded too. We had that in common, both of us erased from your family's narrative. You're my wife. That's completely different. Is it? Your mother sent me a text telling me not to come. You didn't fight for me. You chose her comfort over my presence. So tell me, David, am I really family? Or am I just convenient when it doesn't conflict with what Patricia wants?" He doesn't answer. "That's what I thought." I slide into the driver's seat. "I'm going home. Our home. When you're ready to talk about this like an adult instead of your mother's son, you know where to find me." I drive away, watching him shrink in my rearview mirror. 3 days passed. David stays at his mother's house. Doesn't call. Doesn't text. He posts a vague Facebook status about loyalty and family. James likes it. I'm blocked from seeing Patricia's page, but I imagine the martyrdom she's performing. On the 4th day, Sophia calls. I've been getting messages, she says. From Gerald's side of the family. Cousins mostly. Some of them remember my mother. Some of them suspected. They're reaching out. That's good. Patricia sent me a cease and desist. Said if I continue to claim relation to the Montgomery family, she'll sue for defamation. She can't do that. You have proof. I know. My lawyer says it's just intimidation. But it's working. I'm scared, Rachel. Don't be. She's trying to control the narrative. That's what she does. But the truth's out now. She can't put it back in the box. I shouldn't have asked you to help me. I didn't realize how much trouble it'd cause. You didn't cause trouble. You revealed it. There's a difference. After we hang up, I sit with the weight of what I've done. I destroyed my marriage, possibly permanently. Shattered my relationship with David's family beyond repair. Made an enemy of Patricia Montgomery, a woman who has proven she'll do anything to protect her image. And I'd do it again. Because some lies are too big to let stand. Some secrets cause more damage hidden than revealed. And some truths are worth the cost of speaking them. A week after the funeral, David finally comes home. He looks exhausted, hollowed out and worn down. We need to talk, he says. Okay. We sit at the kitchen table, the same table where we've shared countless meals and conversations. It feels like foreign territory now. Mom wants me to file for divorce, he begins. My stomach clenches. And what do you want? I want to understand why you did it. Why you brought that girl. Sophia. Her name is Sophia. Why did you bring Sophia to my father's funeral when you knew it would destroy everything? Because your mother excluded me. Because Sophia deserved to grieve. Because your family built a wall around their perfect image, and I was tired of pretending I couldn't see the cracks. So you took a sledgehammer to the wall. I told the truth. If that broke the wall was already broken. David leans back, running his hands through his hair. Mom's threatening to cut me off. Financially. From the family business. Everything. If I stay married to you, then I guess you have a choice to make. It's not that simple, Rachel. The business is my legacy. Everything my father built. Everything your father built on lies. On an affair he never acknowledged. On a daughter he abandoned. That's your legacy, David. Is it worth keeping? You don't understand what you're asking me to give up. I understand perfectly. I'm asking you to choose integrity over inheritance. Me over money. Truth over image. I meet his eyes. And I already know what you're going to choose. He doesn't deny it. I loved your father, I continued. Despite his flaws. Despite the affair. Despite everything. I would have mourned him properly if I'd been allowed to. But your mother decided I wasn't worthy of being there. She made that choice. Everything that follows is a consequence. You could have fought it differently. How? By accepting her exclusion? By swallowing the insult? By letting her erase me? By being the bigger person? I was the honest person. That's bigger than anything else. David stands. I need time to think. Take all the time you need. But David, when you're done thinking, remember this. I'm the one who showed up. I'm the one who told the truth. Your family's the one who's been lying for 26 years. If you can't see the difference, we're already over. He leaves. The house falls silent around me. 2 weeks later, divorce papers arrived. David's lawyer has prepared them. Clean, efficient, splitting assets exactly down the middle. He's buying me out of the house. Offering a settlement. Making it easy for me to disappear. Just like Patricia paid Sophia's mother to disappear. I signed the papers without a lawyer, without a fight. I don't want his family's money. I don't want anything tied to the Montgomery name. I want freedom from the lies and the image crafting and the desperate need to appear perfect at any cost. The divorce finalizes 3 months later. David marries someone new within a year, a woman Patricia approves of, someone who understands her place and doesn't ask difficult questions. Sophia and I stay in touch. She connects with some of Gerald's extended family, people who remember her mother and suspect the truth. She builds relationships carefully, claiming the heritage that was stolen from her. Patricia never acknowledges her, maintains the lie until the very end. But the truth spreads anyway, the way truth does. At family gatherings, people whisper. They know. They've always known. They just weren't allowed to say it out loud. Until I said it. Until Sophia said it. Until the funeral where all the careful lies fell apart. 5 years after Gerald's death, I received a wedding invitation. Sophia's getting married. The invitation lists her father as Gerald Montgomery, deceased. A public claiming of the relationship he denied her in life. I attended the wedding, sat in the family section, watched her walk down the aisle with her stepfather, the man who raised her, while Gerald's name is spoken aloud in the ceremony as the father she never got to know. David's not there. Neither is Patricia or Caroline or James. The Montgomery family remains united in their denial. But Sophia walks into her future unburdened by their shame. She's claimed her truth. That's enough. After the ceremony, Sophia finds me at the reception. Thank you, she says. For everything. For showing up that day. For seeing me when no one else would. You showed up for yourself. I just walked beside you. Still, you lost everything because of it. I lost a marriage built on lies and a family that valued image over integrity. That's not a loss. That's liberation. She hugs me, tight and genuine. When she pulls back, there are tears in her eyes, but she's smiling. I watch her return to her new husband, to her future, to the life she's building without shame or secrecy. Patricia excluded me from that funeral to protect her perfect image. She wanted control. She wanted silence. I showed up anyway. I brought the truth she'd been hiding for 26 years. I refused to be erased. The cost was high. My marriage ended. The family I thought I'd joined rejected me completely. I lost 9 years of my life built on their foundation. But I kept my integrity. I helped a young woman claim her identity. I refused to be complicit in their lies. The Montgomerys got what they wanted, I'm gone. Out of their lives. Out of their story. But they didn't get to keep their secret. They didn't get to pretend Sophia never existed. And they didn't get to silence me. Patricia wanted family only at that funeral. She got it. All of it. Including the daughter she'd paid to hide. That's what happens when you try to bury the truth. Eventually, someone digs it up. And when they do, the whole carefully constructed lie collapses. I was that someone. Sophia was the truth. And the Montgomery family will never be the same.